Ever since last evening, we've had a few developments.
Or is that
Yeah,
just
so that has not been confirmed. No,
was not
it was
hers?
not hers. It was investigated by the FBI and the cops and
Okay.
everything.
False, 100%. Fake news.
She was last seen wearing green dicky pants, a black tank top,
and may be wearing black tank top with green dickies.
Was last seen wearing green Dockers pants, a black tank top.
Wearing Dickies pants and a black tank top.
Photo of Kiely Rodni showing what she was wearing the night of her disappearance. Taken at a Truckee business, the image shows Rodni in a black bodysuit and green Dickies brand pants.
Showing 16-year-old Kiely Rodni on Friday, hours before she went missing. Now they're hoping that the updated picture of the clothing she was wearing could help find her.
Quick look at this photo. Is
Yeah.
this what can you confirm whether or not she was wearing this at the night of the party? Is that what she was wearing?
Yeah, so that top is exactly what I saw her in. If you can see on her left side, on her hip, you can see some skin. She was wearing a black bodysuit. I remember because we went to the bathroom together, peed in the woods together a couple of times, and so that's her shirt right there. The pants were different that she wore to the party. She was wearing green Dickies pants, but that belt is definitely what she was wearing too. I remember watching her have to take it off when we were using the restroom together. We were out using the outdoor restroom, if like popping
Okay.
squat, basically. So yeah.
That was
And
that was just released from the Placer County Sheriff's Office. This picture, I just found it on their Facebook page.
yeah.
So there's talk about this top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Can you confirm that, or is that
Yeah,
just...
so that has not been confirmed. If it has not been posted on our Find Kiely Rodni Instagram page or on the website or on the Placer County Sheriff's Office Facebook or anything, then it is not true and it is not something that people should be following on or trusting. The information will be posted and will be coming from us when it is confirmed. So to let people know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay.
Her shirt has not been found. I can confirm that. Her shirt was not found, nor were any articles of her clothing at all.
Okay, so I want to let's repeat that. The spaghetti strap shirt that was claimed to have been found, that was not hers.
No, it was not hers. It was investigated by the FBI and the cops and everything. Not.
Thank you so much for clarifying that. So the spaghetti strap shirt, the top that was found, that did not belong to Kiely Rodni. Thank you for that, Sammy.
Yeah.
Top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Can you confirm that, or is that
so that has not been confirmed. It's not found, nor were any articles of her clothing at all.
Okay, so I want to let's repeat that. The spaghetti strap shirt that was claimed to have been found, that was not hers.
No, it was not hers. It was investigated by the FBI and the cops and everything. Not.
Ever since last evening, we've had a few developments that I'd like to point you in that direction. That is the last photo of Kiely Rodni. She was seen just hours before she went to that party at the Prosser family campground, hours before her disappearance. This photo signifies exactly what she was wearing hours before her disappearance. You can see she's wearing not a black tank top, but a black bodysuit. We continue to investigate every single lead that comes to us. We continue to exhaust every lead. We are not releasing the location right now for investigative purposes, but it was a local business in Truckee at 6:08 p.m. The only known lead that we have currently is that photo right there up on the easel. This photo shows Kiely at a local business in Truckee hours before she disappeared, and that is the only solid piece of evidence that we have been able to find. Actually, it was a detective with the Truckee Police Department who was able to obtain that video.
To know how we as a community in Truckee and North Tahoe can help support your efforts with getting rid of bad information, things like the tip that she was found yesterday in South Reno and all that kind of garbage. Is there any way we can support you so that good information comes out and all this internet detectivery kind of goes away?
I really appreciate your question. Thank you very much. That has been a huge challenge for us. And yesterday, to be quite frank with everybody in this room, it took detectives and people who are in charge of this operation about 45 minutes to an hour. They diverted their attention for 45 minutes to an hour away from the search for Kiely to figure this out.
Yeah.
That's precious time that was lost.
Yeah.
First, they think they found her tank top. She wasn't wearing a tank top. She was wearing a black bodysuit. There's a big difference. Secondly, a vehicle matching Kiely's vehicle with the same plate found in South Reno in front of a gated community in South Reno with a male who was with her and who was acting erratically. False, 100%. Fake news. And there is fake news on social media. The majority of what you read on social media is fake news, believe it or not. So what I would urge the community to do is to please repost what the Nevada County Sheriff's Office puts out. Repost what we, the Placer County Sheriff's Office, put out. Any legitimate law enforcement agency that's pushing out information is the absolute most legitimate source of information you can ever find regarding these types of situations and these types of incidents. So please, if you want to help spread the word and help us squash and quell fake news, please reshare our posts. Because the more you do that, the more it will funnel in legitimate information. And the more that could flood that person's timeline with legitimate information, right?
Right.
The less room there will be for rumors to come out.
Once again, I'd encourage the public, if people know something, say something, bring us forth some information, and until we get that, we're going to continue to go through clues and digital data and all those things to help move our search in the right way.
And on behalf of the people who are putting out these rumors, I want to apologize to the family.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you are probably reading all this and you are going through an absolute wave of emotions, up and down, up and down. We understand. We're going through it with you. We want to apologize on behalf of these people. We're very sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can't imagine how it makes the family feel.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if your loved one's been missing and then all of a sudden you hear this recording, and it's a dispatch recording saying that the vehicle was found and that the plate was an absolute match? How happy would that make you?
Mm-hmm.
Only to find out from law enforcement, sorry, it took us about an hour to figure out if it was true or not. It was just another rumor.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it turned out that that specific incident, it was a blue minivan. It's very frustrating. And once again, I'm going to mention, if you want to help spread the word and help keep fake news off social media and help us find Kiely, please reshare what law enforcement's putting out. Please.
You got it.
This is the geolocation of where that black jumper was found. We saw the service log. You sort of found this and felt that, as best as I can gracefully say it, you felt law enforcement sort of fell short in their response and their communication with you.
Yeah. So when I found it, I was just driving down a dirt road between Prosser and Boca, and it was in the middle of the road. And I had just passed some undercover detectives that were knocking on a camper door, and so I saw it in the road, and of course, my eyes were alert that day because I had just heard about her going missing. And when they first came out, they said, she's wearing a black tank top. And so my eyes were open for that information that they had put out. This is before the surveillance came out. And so I saw it and I got out of my car, looked at it, took a picture, and drove back to where the detectives were and told them, hey, there's a black item of clothing in the middle of the road down there. And I went down and waited for about 15, 20 minutes for them to come back. They said, okay, we'll go bag it up. And they never came, and I had to go to my job. And so I went to my job, and when I came back about a half hour later, it was gone. And then I never heard anything from them about it. And the only thing they ever mentioned was on one of their press conferences, they said nothing was ever found. Not that, something was found and it wasn't hers. It was just, they said it was fake news. Nothing was ever found. There was no tank top ever found. There was nothing found. And yeah, I've been talking with the lady. She actually lives close by Boca, and she was part of a search team as well. And they found information that law enforcement never came and picked up. So, I mean, it's not just a matter of if this stuff is relevant to the case or not. It's just that they're not following up on any of the leads at all, including what I found, whether what I found was valid or not. And what she found was pretty important information, and they just never followed up on it.
Well, and I'm like biting my tongue. So you don't know if it's important or valid or it's needed until you go get it and you look at it and you determine that it's not valid or needed. So the fact that
That's exactly what I was thinking.
you know, if she's missing, they thought she was abducted at that point. So you would think that here's a black, it looks like a bodysuit in the road. You would think they would run to collect some type of piece of her because all they had was a ping.
Yeah, and for me, I was like, oh my gosh, there's this black piece of clothing in the road right where she was.
Mm-hmm.
That seems really important. And I was, kind of, took my breath away because they're just say, look for black tank top, look for black tank top. And it's right there. And they're just not even acknowledging anything that's being found.
I mean, it's almost like they didn't expect a black bodysuit to be found. You know what I mean?
Again, we'll refer the public to the tip line. Please, 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 if you have any further information for us, call that tip line and we'll follow it up.
Folks who have tips, again, I'll emphasize what was said by my partners. We need people to call into the tip line, provide information, and do a good job. Once again,
I think in the beginning, I thought it was an accident. And because I work up there every day, I was doing more searching than I was working. I was going off on dirt roads and all these different places that she could have went off the road. I was stopping, looking over cliffs, going down in creeks. I thought she must have driven off the road. Just haven't seen her yet because it is very forestry up there. So I really did think that in the beginning. But as more information came out, it's either that the law enforcement is completely incompetent and they can't be that incompetent, or there's foul play. There's just, in my mind, there's just no other way to look at it. There's too much.
Well, can I ask this? Do you know if they picked up this black piece of clothing? Like, even now, a month later, do you know if they picked it up or if someone else picked it up?
Yeah, so I didn't think much of it until I saw that press conference where they said, that's fake news, and they were really rude about it. That didn't happen. And then it crossed my mind that maybe they didn't pick it up. Maybe someone else picked it up. Maybe they picked it up and never turned it in. I don't know. But now I'm wondering.
I'm not buying that they just aren't educated,
No, I agree. They can't be that incompetent. That's just a level of incompetency. That's just no way. More than any other place.
I agree with you. It doesn't make sense to me.
Now, Eva, you were actually the one that identified when you took your own black jumper. I have the photo up here of what Jess found. There's arguments on, was this even the one she was wearing? Do you want to sort of fill folks in on sort of how you came to your conclusion on why this could be hers?
Yes. So I actually, when I very first saw this photo, the very first time we all saw it, I was like, no, that's definitely black tank top. I'm looking up, where to the upper left of it. Then I believe, Jess, that you were speaking with, and she was saying, no, that's not a strap. That's like the crotch of the bodysuit. So it would be, and then once I looked at it, I'm thinking, okay, it is, because a lot of those bodysuits are snap bottom. We all, we love those. Those are great. And I have some of those. So I did. I went and pulled it out of my drawer, and I'm looking, and I tried to, manipulate it, make it look how it was laying in the picture, and it just fit. It hit me instantly. Oh my gosh, that's not the strap. That's actually the bottom part of the bodysuit, and you can't unsee it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. When you're looking at another bodysuit that has the same thing.
And I don't wear bodysuits, but I asked my daughter-in-law, and she did the same thing you did, and she kind of put it on the floor the same way, because when they came out and said she had a bodysuit on, which was a couple days after I found that, I was like, oh, well, then that wasn't hers, because I think that was a tank top. But then people started saying that looks like a bodysuit because there's more material than would be in a tank top. And she manipulated hers the same way and said, those could be snaps. And I asked my other daughter, same thing. That could be, the crotch area of the bodysuit. I don't know.
I think it is. I mean, to me, and if you look at the picture of her in that surveillance, for as high up on her hip as it looks like a thong.
High
There would be
cut.
a lot of absolutely.
Right, yeah, like a thong high cut. And this picture right here, why'd you take my picture away? So this one right here, it looks like the one in the picture, of the one that you found, Jess. Like towards the front would be, thicker material, and then that little arrow in the back, that's going to be the thong area. So when you go and you look at this one that you found now, that seems similar to me. So that front area is a little wider. That back strap looks like a thong. So to me, that's definitely a black bodysuit.
Yeah, and really where I found it, and that we were looking for that item of clothing, and it was, I mean, it was maybe ran over once, but it was new. It hadn't been laying there for a long time and tattered or anything. And I actually was able to enlarge that tag, because the tag's in a weird spot too for a tank top. And I was able to find that maker makes bodysuits. So, but I mean, they could make tank tops for all I know, but they do make bodysuits too.
It's important to note that this location, I'm putting it up on the screen when you put it into Google Earth. I think you said this would have been a route from one of the lakes to Prosser. Is that right?
Yeah, so we looked, once we got this data right here from Jess, we looked on the map, and between Prosser and Boca, where this is at, where it says Prosser Dam Road, it's actually on the other side of the reservoir, so like the northeast side of it. And it's along a route that would take you, looks to me like the most logical way to drive if you were going from Prosser to Boca. So it was along the way, for sure.
Yeah, so if you're going from Prosser to Boca, you're not going to come out and hit the main roads or the freeway or anything. And I've driven that road many times. And it, right there where I found the tank top, just 100 yards down, you're going to make a right on Boca Road. And it's a dirt road, but it's not like a bad road or anything. It takes you right up to Boca.
I know you had stated that we're not trying to create any rumors, but there was something on the Facebook page that I wanted to see if maybe you can comment on this. It says 2 days ago on the Neighbors app, at 1 o'clock in the morning, a topless female was being chased by a Honda CR-V and was pulled back into the vehicle in Sacramento, California. That's about an hour and 38 minutes away from Prosser Campground. Kiely drives the Honda CR-V. Her tank top was possibly found at the scene. I know we just discussed that. We can't verify that is true. Down the road from they're saying her tank top was found at the scene down the road from the Prosser Campground. The timestamps could be off due to a camera clock being accurate or inaccurate. But I don't know is there anything you can comment on that?
Yeah, so we are investigating into that currently, from my knowledge of the detectives, and it has not been confirmed nor denied that if that is Kiely, but we do not believe that her shirt has not been found. I can confirm that her shirt was not found, nor were any articles of her clothing at all.
Okay, so I want to let's repeat that. The spaghetti strap shirt that was claimed to have been found, that was not hers.
No, it was not hers. It was investigated by the FBI and the cops and everything.
Thank you so much for clarifying that. So the spaghetti strap shirt, the top that was found, that did not belong to Kiely Rodni. Thank you for that, Sammy.
Yeah.